Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Jaden Miller.
And I'm Cam Madrano.
Club photos are next Friday. To participate in club photos and be recognized in the yearbook, clubs must fill out a constitution. Student Government Advisor Brent Maddox recommends clubs fill out a constitution so they can advertise and raise funds for various club activities.
What we're expecting from our clubs is to mirror what happens in our society when it comes to having an organization or a club. There needs to be some structure to it. And so the Constitution is just a great way to start that structure, but also to advertise what the club's about to other students that might be wanting to be involved or parents that want to know what the club is about.
To see if your club's paperwork has been approved, go to the activities homepage on the school website.
We now go to Braden Holcomb for sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Braden Holcomb. Last Wednesday, the varsity girls tennis team fell to Rio Americano in the second round of the playoffs, ending their 2018 season.
Like last year when I was on the team, there was a clear division between like seniors, JV, varsity. This year I think we made an effort to reach out to all the JV and to just be a really cohesive team and not have that split.
As a team, I think it went pretty well. We had a really strong bond this season, and I think that really helped because we came in second place.
Winter sports tryouts have been finishing up, and we wish all of our winter sports teams the best of luck this 2018-2019 season. And that's all on your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. Now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Braden. Recently, Apple unveiled two new devices to the public, the MacBook Air and the iPad Pro. The new models have made enormous improvements to their predecessors with new technology and more powerful specs. They are currently available for pre-order. The new MacBook Air comes with a handful of new features. Touch ID is a new feature to MacBooks that allows you to unlock your computer with just a finger, along with the ability to access locked documents or easily make purchases online. The touchpad is now 20% larger than the last gen model and uses a force touch, which means the touchpad doesn't click and senses when you're pressing hard enough. The new MacBook Air also ramped up its power and has the power to hold up to 1.5 terabytes of storage on an SSD drive with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Apple will be putting an 8th gen Intel i5 processor into the new MacBook to give your device the ability to run beefy programs or maybe even some gaming to an extent. The brand new iPad Pro has made the biggest changes compared to its predecessors, to the point where it doesn't even look like an iPad unless you see the Apple logo on the back. Following the iPhone trend, the headphone jack and home button were removed, making it thinner and having the screen bar which allows you to navigate the device. Face ID is implemented also, and the new A12X Bionic chip is Apple's newest, fastest processor. The one thing that Apple has been criticized about in the past is that none of the mobile devices can multitask, but now that has changed. Users will now be able to watch YouTube videos and message their friends at the same time. The starting price will be $799 and the top model costing $1,899. Now we go back to news.
Thanks, Jackson. An RHS freshman is on his way to becoming a seasoned pro in visual mediums.
With every click of a shutter, freshman Jaden Waters comes closer to his dream profession in photography and videography. Waters' preferred arts allow him to put all of his focus into his work.
It's like my whole life basically. Like I know that that's what I want to do when I get older, so I commit a lot of time to it. Like I don't really do any other sports, or I used to do boxing, but I don't do that anymore because I'm just mainly focused on photography. It's something you have to focus on and practice a lot.
With his camera, Waters experiences the world differently.
It's really fun, like just getting to know random people and like being a little part of their lives, because when you're around they like act really good and like they smile and stuff, so it's kind of like seeing life through a happy lens.
Waters looks forward to taking part in more opportunities in the future.
Today is the last day Latino Club will be celebrating Day of the Dead.
I think it's a good idea for us to bring this to Roseville High School because it's a part of like our culture as like Latinos, or like specifically like Mexicans, and I think that it's a good idea to bring that to Roseville High School so that people can like learn about our culture and Dia de los Muertos. The ofrenda is very significant to me because it's a way to remember like our past like loved ones, and it's cool to like put pictures and like what they liked on it, and yeah, just a way to remember them.
And that's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.